Can you put off the oven? Okay, so how many people do you have online? Sorry guys, let me talk to the online people for a bit. All right. My microphone is working. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Please, if you're online and you can hear me, let me know. Try. Well, it's hard to put now. Finally. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Madupe Olani, and then Deborah Elijah. We have Chef. We have chefs in Nigeria. Chef.
Yes.
Okay. I don't want to sound ignorant, but Nigerian chef. We already have all the necessary food we need. Why will we need chef again? I thought the use of chef is to invent new food and other problems. That is new food now. The chefs we have in Nigeria, I don't even want to even call them chefs. We used to have pounded yam that our mothers would pound with this thing. Now we have cebu that we call pounded yam. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Suleiman Hayat. I will be your instructor for this particular section of this particular course. This is our second class. I will take a recap of what we've done in the first class, and then I will start with this class. Now, like I was telling those that are physically here, that in my class, I allow students to be able to check online and learn how to do things on their own, so that even when I'm not around, they can be able to work. They can be able to go by. Because sometimes we find ourselves in a situation whereby once the teacher is not around, the student become what? Is it idle or dormant? Dormant. And then they cannot. Students and trainees cannot be able to think for themselves. And students and trainees cannot be able to find things on their own. So in my class, I will tell you where it is, you go and find it. Now, if you find fake news, let me give you. You need to learn how to filter out information. You need to know how to filter out what is important and what is not important. Okay? Are we together? Now, this is a core practical course. Those of us online, you'll be able to see what we are doing, you'll be able to feel what we are doing, but you cannot be able to do what we are doing, unless if you have your own devices. Are we together? Those online, are we together? Now, I talk very, very fast. Please help us off that cartoon. We had some kids this morning and they were just bored in the car, so I said, let them come and watch cartoon. At least, they might learn something. This is a university. It's not easy to be a university trainee as a child. Okay. Now I ask a question to those that are physically here. I ask them to let me ask ChatGPT, what is a drone? And we had a trainee here explain what a drone is, and then another trainee is doubting if what the other trainee was saying is correct. Can you please tell us again what a drone is? No, he was on the answer. Yeah.
I said it's an aircraft that is remotely controlled.
An aircraft that is remotely controlled. Now, those of you online, do you agree with that definition? And then he said something else. What was it?
It's a flying machine.
It's a flying machine.
That
Okay.
does not need a pilot to onboard.
That does not need a pilot to onboard it. Okay, we are still saying the same thing in cycle.
Some components.
It has some components.
which include
Camera,
sensors,
sensors,
GPS.
GPS. Okay, good. Now, any other definition?
Just a matter of linguistic area vehicle.
Aerial
Unmanned area
vehicle,
vehicle.
unmanned area vehicle. So what does that mean? Unmanned aerial vehicle. It's unmanned, no pilot.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's a what? It's a vehicle, right? Someone is asking, what is this? What is the topic of today? We are treating drone. This is emerging technology, drone technology. Okay. Now, how many type of drones do we have? That many?
We have recreational drones.
Recreational drones. Okay, so now let's hold a bit and then let's discuss what that is. What is a recreational drone? So what is it? Anyone?
It's used for fun and
It's used for fun and entertainment. Now, recreational drones are drones that you use for fun and entertainment. So what that will translate to is, for recreational drones, you don't need certain type of permissions to fly them. Okay? You don't need certain type of what? Permissions to fly them. That is what? Recreational drones. Usually they are small in nature. And you use them to fly around, maybe to if you have a chicken farm or something, and then you fly them and you check around to see if there's one mugu that is trying to come and check and pick two or three chickens in your farm. Maybe you're in your farmhouse and then you can have the drone flying around and you checking what is going on. Maybe you want somebody now put one chicken inside bag. You look, okay, you hear him and then you tell him, bring your bag, let's check. Abi? Now, that is recreational drones, okay? Then we have another type of drone, which is what? Commercial drones. What does that mean?
used for business such as area photography, surveying, and research.
So now, like I was giving them an example. There are commercial drones. These are drones that you can actually use them to what? To earn money. Okay? You can use them to earn money. Where can you apply those type of drones? For instance, you can apply them in places like construction sites. Oga wants to see where the progress of the building is. And you cannot fly on the air and snap picture of the entire place. Abi, we have Superman here, Abi Superwoman, that can fly over on the air and then snap picture. Do you have any so far? No, we don't, right? So now we can use drones to do that, right? Then which other one do we have?
Military drones.
Military what? Drone. If you hear the word military, what comes to your mind?
Classic forces.
Me, I think of frog jump. Right? So if we have military drones, those are drones we use in warfare. Okay? Of late, you've been hearing news of Israel, Iraq, is it Iraq or Iran? And then this one will send its own drone, papa. The other one will send the own drone, papa, Abi. That is what? In a military application. Now, in Nigeria today, in what area can you apply military drone? Zamfara. Surveillance. There are drones that can fly tens of thousands of feet in the air and be able to listen to conversations of what people are saying, or be able to sense the carbon distance of the people there. Yeah. Anywhere a human being lives for more than a day, they will leave carbon footprint there. So now we can use that type of technology to what? Ascertain if this place people have stayed there. And where did they go to from there on?
Food going to be different from that of animals.
Definitely. Because have you ever seen where an animal start a fire and cook rice? Ah, I don't know if you understand. Hmm? You've seen where an animal cook rice? Okay. I say maybe that animal, you need to go and give him cutting gas. Right? So that is one of the applications of what? Drones, military drones. Some of them are for just surveillance. That is it. They don't have any weapons on them. They just fly out there, listen to what people are saying, analyze the what do you call it? Carbon emission of the people, carbon footprint of the people, and a lot of things can come into that. Another application of those type of high-end drones is agriculture. From drone data, you can be able to analyze how well a tree is doing.
Excuse me, please.
Yeah.
Does it come under the commercial now agriculture since
It's commercial, but then if you know what I find it funny, most advancements we are having has to do with war. I don't know why. We don't advance much if there is no war. I don't know why. And it's not like we can do play war. So that we can test our.
targeted to reducing casualties. Maybe in real cases.
Mhm.
I said maybe it's more targeted to reducing casualties. So
Mm.
that's
But then if you have a good drone that can be able to go thousands of feet and calculate and listen to what people are saying, if you have a clear sky, you can be able to analyze a very huge portion of land at that altitude. Okay, you can be able to analyze a huge landmass, and you can be able to determine how well the trees or the plants or what have you are doing in that landmass. I don't know if if it makes sense. Okay. Another type of drone,
Delivery drones.
delivery drones. Do you have them in Nigeria?
No.
No need.
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
There are some that deliver medical items.
Mm. Delta. So we find ourselves in a country whereby some areas of this country are inaccessible. You cannot access them. Hmm? Some people lives on a small island in between two rivers that you have to climb a canoe. And then when rainy season is very, very high and the water level is a bit up there, even the canoe you will not be able to see. Abby, how do you take medications to those people? How do you take food items to those people? I don't know if you understand. Now we found ourselves in a scenario whereby people want to build their houses on top of mountains. Oh yes. People want to live on top of mountains so they can see everybody's head. Hmm? Yeah, I don't know, Sha. I don't know. But many people build their houses on top of mountains. Now, the question I have for you guys is, how can they take the materials up the mountain?
traditional ways that
Somebody crane up mountain. That will cost. It will cost a fortune. So now, if who want to spend a fortune? So now, if you can have a drone that can carry certain kilograms of the item, and you can have like 4 of them moving concurrently. Mind you, by the time you are done with the project, you still have your drones, and you can use them for another project or even sell them. So now we can be able to use drones to move those items. Okay. Now we've talked about type of drones. What are the applications of drones?
We have drones that can carry that weight.
Yeah. Now, most of us, when we hear the word drone, what comes to our mind is this guy here. But that is why I even brought the guy. So that it will not be like Like I'm trying to teach you about one handsome young man that is far away. Abi, one beautiful Onyinye. Most people, when they hear the word drone, this is what they think of. Abi? And then on a very small occasions, you find the very, very few people that knows about the other big guys in there. Right? But we have drones that are bigger than these two tables combined. They're very big, very heavy, and have huge propellers. Those are the ones you use to fertilize land. Those are the ones you use to distribute pesticide on land. It's only in Nigeria when you see people battling over a land that is just as big as some of this table. Over there, when you see farmland, you know this is a farmland. Because you climb the drone, go up, you not see the end of that land. At some point, they were using these planes to spread pesticides and what have you. Now, most of us can't fathom that kind of farming in that scale in Nigeria. And funny thing is, we're not farming up to 10% of our land. That is the funny part of the story. That is the funny part of the story. So now, if your fear is that you cannot buy a plane and do a small airport for it to land and take off, you can use drone. It's cheaper. It's cheaper, and you can give it a mission. Once you give the drone a mission, it knows what to do and when to do it. You don't even need to fly it. It will be doing its own thing. You just be drinking malt and be turning seats. Maybe you even wear Madame roller coaster. And you'll be rolling like this. So that is one application of drone. And there are many types of drones. They are of different sizes. So now, who can mention any 5 applications of drone from the internet, apart from the ones we discuss? You can ask ChatGPT, you can ask Gemini, you can ask Google also. Research and rescue operations. That is one. Can you elaborate? That is one of our projects here too, that we're working on. But it has one operation that we have to complete before we start doing that. Search and rescue operations. Now, most search and rescue operations are usually combined with artificial intelligence. Now, artificial intelligence, how many of you are doing AI as a course here? On Thursday, none of you, okay. You can actually join the classes, just that you're getting one certificate. But then, if you get the knowledge, keep your certificate, give me the knowledge, any day, any time. If you get the knowledge, you bring your cargo mechanic. This one, he went to school. They give a certificate saying don't finish university. He has done mechanical engineering. And this one, he has done mechanical engineering at workshop. From cleaning the workshop to learning how to loose engine to learning how to replace engine. If you want to fix your car, who will you give? The graduate? Why are you not giving the graduate? He has certificates. Exactly. It's just paper. Someone can memorize things and say, I'm certified. Okay, do it, let's see. Abi? The wife, they slap the husband. If you have the certificate, but you cannot do it. And that is one thing we have the most in Nigeria. We have thousands of people with certificates and qualifications. Say, come and do. See somebody is sweating on his hair. Abi? Now, back to applications of drones. You say search and rescue. Very important aspect. We had situations in Lokoja. Can I have my charger? Where is Anatu? Please help me collect my charger. My laptop is about to. Yeah, it's my office. Has she gone? Anatu, please, if you're part of this class, please help me bring my charger. And then I need this socket on so that I can put this one on so that I can pull. I can push this thing from it. It's upstairs. Take the key. Once you enter my office, you see this thing there. Okay. So apart from search and rescue, what else? How else can we apply drones? Videography and pictures. Now, I was telling Aisha and Madam that when two people are in love, they can throw money at anything. Abi? Abi, maybe so. Yes. You want to say something? Okay. When two people are in love, if you ask them to throw money on flower, that later they will take their thing away. They will throw money at it, Abi. If you ask them throw money at shoes and earrings and wedding gown that you're only going to wear once and that is it. For those of us that are married, how many times have you worn your wedding gown? Thank God for the guys, we usually wear suits. But for my aunties up here and online, those that wear wedding gown, once you wear it that day and you hang it, that is all. You have hung that wedding gown. Okay. Sorry, please let me get my this thing. Please let me just connect it. Don't worry, the cable is long enough. No, down. There is a socket down there. Let me cancel this road. All right, those of you online, are you with us? It seems as if you guys are just quiet, like you are drinking the mood out us. It's okay. Just let me close this road so that people will not come and pass and disrupt the charging distance. Those of you online, are you with me? Or we need to bring you guys a cup to drink so that you wake up. Oh, okay, they're saying yes, sir. Okay. I thought you guys are sleeping already. You're not even drinking a camu. All right, let's move on. Another application of drone is what? Where? Law enforcement and security. What one? Crowd monitoring. Public events. So you can use drone to monitor the crowd. Because most of these drones have high definition cameras, you can easily be able to determine people by faces, by their faces. Now, those drones we're talking about is not this type of my recreational drone. This one, if you fly it for 30 minutes, battery will tell you, I want to sleep, I want to charge. We need drones that are what? Capable. Drones that are strong enough to be able to withstand the work this thing. Okay. Any other one? Can be used for satellite imaging. Very true. So you can use drone to capture data and then map it to satellite data to see what the differences are. I'll give you a simple example. I was watching one video in regards to Sentinel data for Ghana. And then they were running an analysis on the Ghanaian mining section, where they mine certain minerals like gold and the rest. And from 1999 to date, there has been a reduction in trees in that area. So now with drone, you can be able to confirm the level of damage, because from satellite you're not able to see that level of damage done. But with drone, you can able to see the level of damages done to the soil. Are we together? Okay. Now, we have a drone in front of us, right? What items can you see on this drone? Someone please go to Google and help us search for YCRC A6 Pro components. Well, those of us online, this is where to get tricky. I will point, don't worry, I will point the camera. Can you guys still hear me, those online? Because it seems as if the microphone is off, maybe charge here. Okay. Maybe my voice is so loud, it's so loud that it broke through the battery and the rest. I'm just entered the laptop. Who knows? I have a strong personality. What's the name of the drone again?
YCRC.
A what?
A6.
A6 Pro. Okay. This thing is the battery is low. Those of you online, are we still together? Somebody saying pest control. We've mentioned pest control before you came in, but it's a good one nonetheless. That is Abdullahi Muhammad Amin. He's saying pest control. Yes, you can use drone for pest control. That is in agriculture. Okay, so now I will move over to the drone itself, and then we will do point and see. Okay, so we'll do what? Point and what? Point and what? All right, so this is the drone. Now, on your Google on your phone, search for this drone, and then write components in front of it, and then you point to the components, and then you tell us the name. Again. Now they do transfer for you before they do zoom. Let me bring the guy's uncle. Those of us online, can you see? Those of us online, are we together? Someone please tell us what's the name of this drone? YCRC. YCRC A6 Pro. YCRC A6 Pro. So now we are doing something called touch and what? Touch and see. So now I want each and every one of you here to find a component and then tell me where the component is here on this particular drone. Where is it?
No.
So that is where is it? Those of you are like, can you see where he's pointing to? All right. So he says it has a 4K camera. What is a 4K camera? Anyone? 4K. 4,000. 4K camera. What is it?
I think it's talking about the pixels.
The definition means the camera na bam bam.
The camera is
Is a camera capable of recording videos or capturing images?
The resolution is high.
And
With what?
about 4,000 pixels.
4,000 pixels.
I'm saying the 4K image resolution display that 3,840 times by 2,160 pixels.
So at some point, the highest pixels we had was 1080p, right? Which is what? What do you call that? HD. And then we had 2 or something, and then we have we have 1080 at the top. Oh? Uh-huh. So now, apart from that, what else can you see? Aisha, what component can you see on this device? Which one is the rotor? Hey, madam, don't bring big English.
This one.
Abe, can you help us remove this table so that when you're coming to point, you don't show us like you're scared of it? Help us remove this table to somewhere else, please. So that people that are coming to come and point, they can actually point it well. Do you still have water there? Let me have one in the bag. Those of us online now, they put us study this for Allah. If not, everybody here now for just come point the group. Please, if you can make it come to the class physically so that we can be able to do things. So Aisha, which one? Come to this side now. Chairman, come to this side. This side. I'm not really like you guys have casted me away. It's true now. So Aisha, which one is the rotor? You call them a big router? This guy here? Oh, they have another name again too. It's called propellers, and she said it's called routers, and Madam is saying it's called wings, and this thing is not chicken. So it propels. Okay. What else can you see apart from that? Which one? Come on, point the battery. If people online don't know where battery is, yeah, Madam want to point battery. Madam know where battery is. Come and show them, I beg. Which one is this one here?
Okay, it's battery. This battery. I didn't know that.
Oh, you want to bring the intestine out?
No,
Yeah, Madam want to
just show it.
Madam want to kill this drone. No. Can you imagine? Okay, so Madam is trying to show us where the battery is on the drone. Come and show them now. Let them see. No vex, I beg. That's my class they usually do if I get the opportunity to. So now she's bringing it up. She's putting it upside down, and then she's turning it upside down for us to the intestine. And remove it now so that they will see. Madam is pulling the intestine out. Ah, she's using another hand again. You know Griva. So let me help you out. So what Madam did was she tried to bring the intestine out, but it did not agree come out. So now Mima will try. If you know, we will call Chairman here, make you come out the intestine. So we press this inward and then we pull it out. Ah, you do it for me. So this is the battery. Are we together? And this is where the battery goes. Are we together? Do you see it? Now this battery, don't fall. You know, we're supposed to fly, battery will fall down. I have no balance. This battery, as it is so, it has a component here where you can plug Android charger. If you check, if you move this around, so that everybody will see, this part is called what? Touch and CIB. So if you look in here, you see where you put Android charger. So pass it to the other guys, let them see. USB Android. All of us Nigeria don't know USB, you know Android. Even if not Type C now, know the Android. That's the Android. Are we together? So now, what else can you see as a component of this particular drone? Landing. Where is it? This one here?
Yes.
It's
It's meant for
landing.
takeoff and to balance.
Okay, so this one is meant for takeoff and landing. So let the record shows that he is pointing to this guy here. Are we in court? Because that is what they say. Let the record shows that. You're not in court, are you? Okay, so let the record not shows that. So this is what he called landing gear. What else can we see? Oh no, I don't call propeller. This one calls rotor. So which other one can you see? Controller, which is this guy here. So the controller looks like this. Okay. Now on the controller, it has something you can pull out to put your phone in. Okay. Phone. So you pull it out, and then you put your phone here. You understand? So right now, if I fly this drone, I can connect it to my phone, and then I will put this here so that I will see what I'm snapping. So it will look like this. Those of us online, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Those of us online, are you seeing what I'm seeing? So you can connect your phone to it. So even if the drone is flying behind Cosmopolitan, you don't need to worry because you can see the front of the drone. And once you can see the front, you know where you're flying towards. Once you see your drone is going towards where cow is, you bring it back because if not, cow will eat it for you. If it doesn't eat it, it will match it and break it. So it's even better for you to eat it. At least you see the intestine of the cow through your camera. Okay? So what else can you see on this? Some analogs and some buttons and controls. And what else? Right here you have what? Camera up and down. If you want to snap and the camera is facing up, you can do like this and bring it down to snap what is happening down. You can pick it up. Maybe there is one bird that is flying towards you and you want to capture it. You move the camera up. Maybe the camera is facing down. It's snapping all the grasses downstairs. And then you see one bird flying. You say, let me just capture this bird quickly. You you take it up and then you snap it. Okay? So you can move camera up or down. Up or down. Okay? Apart from that, what else can you see? These two analogs. So these two analogs, what are they used for? To give it direction. Now, when you're flying a drone, you are flying it against something called an altitude. What is an altitude? Height. So now, if you're flying it based on altitude, there are things you need to consider. Like what? Obstacles is one. What else? Rain. Wind. The wind direction. If you are having strong wind, it's about to rain, and you bring out your drone like this small one now, it will fly. You will just take it, and maybe in the next 3 weeks you find it somewhere in the river. Because this is not a strong drone that can withstand wind. When we flew it, is it flow or flown? Flew. Have you flown? Is it flew or flown? It doesn't matter. My English, my mama language. When we fly the drone, when we fly it, there was wind outside and it was not coming where it was not going where we wanted it to go. But then in, a, in an environment where there is no wind, the air is static or stagnant, and this guy will fly beautifully. I think one of you guys saw when I fly up to the roof of this building. And then the wind started doing it, and then I had to bring it down. All right? This will not be able to this will not be able to fly up very high. You can only fly a certain height, and then you stop there. Now, where can you fly a drone? Please, somebody help us ask your friends online. The different type of drones have different applications and different places of usage. So now, for recreational drones, where can you fly them? Parks. Vacation. Almost English. Vacational. Oh, vocational. Wait. I still don't understand English, my brother.
For instance, all these hotels, they use
Okay. Okay. So recreational vacation. Occasional.
Occasional.
Yes.
You can use the word occasional. It's not season. I mean, it's season, but
Okay, let's agree to disagree. No, none of us the English person for here. But since him talk and we believe him, we will not sell our brother out.
You can fly a drone away from the airport, away from where people are.
You can where you should not fly a drone is places close to an airport without the necessary permissions. You should not fly a drone there. You should not fly a drone close to a military zone. Close where? Military zone. Close to paramilitary zone. Imagine you fly a drone towards EFCC. If they bring it down, they do you justice. They will come and find you. And then you explain in English. And you do vacational If you fly towards ICPC here, what do you think will happen? What of police headquarters? But police is your friend. Police is your friend. What if you fly to NIA? NIA is what? Nigerian Intelligence Agency. Fly towards there. Hey, beautiful job, Kaya. There are apps for that. Some free, some you buy. Depending on what you want to go and do there. If they invite you to come and help them do video and snap, don't also go and say, no, it's military area, you don't go and do. But please don't go and don't put your camera towards people's toilets so that you don't go and see my commandant wife and you call me to trouble. Maybe. No, it's true. You have to be careful. If you're in a military zone, if you're in a residential area and you want to do video, you have to be careful what you snap, what you record. Okay? If there are people there, they need to give you consent. I don't know if I'm making sense. They need to give you what? Consent. Because if somebody doesn't give you consent and then you do video with him inside, they can sue you. You can what? So you will go do job of 6,000, they can you go court, you pay 300,000. I mean, how? So you have to be careful what you snap, where you snap, and so on and so forth. Are we together? Okay. Now, where else can't you fly a drone? No, you can fly a special area, but you need permissions for that. In a crowded area, you're not supposed to fly a drone in where? A crowded area. Some of this, most of us are familiar with this drone, but we have drones that are bigger than this table behind us here. And then their propellers are very, very huge. And then you fly it and the battery finish where people do wedding. And it's carrying maybe 3 bags of cement. And then it fell into the crowd. What do people happen? If you're in the US where they like to see, you're in trouble. But the whole company will go down. You'll be on CNN and BBC and what have you. Okay? So you don't fly drone in a populated what area. Okay? Now, it all depends. Imagine there is a carnival. You know, in a carnival, there are usually lots of people there. And then you want to fly drone. Or there is a wedding. Especially my cousins, the Yoruba people. The Yoruba wedding can be so big. I mean, you're flying drone past them. And this thing has blades. This thing has. So you need to be careful with it. Even if you're flying a drone in a park, you need to be careful because you have children. Children maybe carry hear the sound of this thing, they don't come close to try to catch up. My children, whenever I fly this thing in my house, they will be chasing it. Aeroplane. And then the moment it lands, they pick it up. They don't wait for the propellers to stop working. They just. And then if it's some of the drone that is big, you can cut someone. That's easily. I don't know if I'm making sense. So there are places you don't fly drones. There are places that if you're going to fly the drones, you seek for permissions. You apply to Nigerian Airspace Administration, something like that. I don't remember their name. Airspace, something. Oh. Welcome. You are part of this class? Which class? We're imagining the technology. Sit down. You're welcome. Your name? Janet. Jackson or which other one? Okay. Michael Jackson? All right, welcome, Janet. You know there is Janet Jackson, and her brother is Michael. When you say Janet Michael, I thought maybe you are Michael Jackson's maybe daughter or cousin or something. Anyhow, let's move on. Now, we're talking about you need to say that you can sit comfortably, so you can go in there and pick one, and then you can come to this side and sit down. Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, yes, Victor Awe is saying that we need to take permissions from Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, NCAA. Those are the ones that are responsible for giving us permissions. Due to its small size, it should have this one is our comment. Now, another place you should not fly a drone is close to a radio station. Close to where? A radio station, because a radio station emits signal out. Okay? And this used radio transmits information between this guy, and this guy. So there'll be what? Of interference. interference. At some point, they can jam you. And it's not like the jam we write in our schools. This one, if you jam you, this will not work again. Are we together? All right. Now, how do we fly a drone? Now, different drones have different methods. Are we together? Just you can move this so that you can come to where you see everything. Even though we've not exhausted the components we have on the drone, but we can move on. All right, you can sit there. Now, can you guys see one small, tiny rubber under? One small, tiny rubber. Can you see it? Those of you online, can you see one small? You guys cannot see it too. Can you see it? It's a bit white. One small, tiny rubber here. Can you see it? This one here. Online people, can you see this? No, they are not saying. They're not saying yes. So there is usually like 15 seconds lag. So when we ask the question, we wait for like 15 seconds for them to be able to even hear the question and then give answer. Those of us online, can you see this small, tiny, weeny antenna? Yes, we are seeing it. Are you sure? Should I bring my glasses? Okay, since you are seeing it, let me just drop the drone now. Now, this is an antenna. Okay, it's one very important component of what? The drone. Because the antenna is what transmits and receives instructions. Are we together? Now we're going into the practical aspect of this particular class. And those online will tell you goodbye now. And I'm not enjoying it. Because this part is going to be co-practical. Are you going to be done that will fly the drone for us today? Or Janet, are you going to be done that will fly the drone? Well, you want to fly it? Okay, cool. Very good. We'll find one S and give it for Superwoman. Okay? Now, to fly a drone, you first of all need to know where the battery is. Because usually the drone comes like this. Like this. This is how it comes in its carton. This is the carton for the drone, and then it comes like this. Okay? Can you see this? Online people, can you see this? And then it comes in here. So this guy is not supposed to be like this, this guy is supposed to be like this, and then this is like this. And then it comes like this, in here, like this. Can you see this? This is how it comes. Okay? In the carton. So now when you bring it out, what do you do first? You check on the legs, on the propellers first. So now how do you open the propellers? The next, you are closer to me, so the most important person in this class today. So you open the propellers. How do you open them? Okay, so remove. Are you trying to? Okay.
You spread them out.
Okay, so now you are doing it the wrong way, the absolute wrong way.
Okay.
Like the guy on YouTube, he say, you want to get 10,000 naira, you're doing it absolute wrong way on this. So you need to return that guy first. You open the big guys first. So now you've opened it, but you've not opened it complete. You need to hear it snap. So now close it and open it again so that you feel it snap. Okay, so you open now. You hear the snap. You hear the snap again. Then you open once at the bottom. You hear the snap. And then you open the last item on the agenda. No. Just rotate this thing. Then you open it up, and then you keep it where? I think I'm going to put it on my head. Right? So now you've opened the drone. Now you inspect if it has battery. Do you know what the battery is? So put it up and turn it and then so So that is the battery. Make this load is this also. Nobody. You don't bring it before you. So you just press. This cannot bring me to. So bam. No be for me too. You don't press for all the class. Maybe I'll find time and go and. No be for all of us. So no leave am. When I get time, I will do. See this one. This one no lap. This leg will be back. No lap well. So push it back a bit until it snaps. So now, Madam Janet that just came in has already know how to what? Open the drone, Abi? So now how do you start it? Is next question.
See the power button.
You have seen the power button. It has nozzle. Power it. The way she was doing it, she thought it was remote. So now it's powered. Those of you online, I think you've seen it blinking, right? It's blinking, trying to tell you that I'm on, but I cannot see the controller. Okay? I am on, but I cannot see what? The controller. Now, Janet, your name is Michael, I think? James. Okay. Okay, James. Now we have the controller with you. We want this guy to be able to know that this guy is on. How do you do that? You power it. It has power button too, but it's still blinking. Can you see it on my screen? It's still blinking. No, it doesn't have a sensor. There's things you need to do for it to know that yes, it actually started. So what is it? Can you help us out? You cannot. You are shy. And I spent 3 hours training how to do it too. 3 hours. Aye. And she forgot to. Chama, come and show us again. Mr. James here has put it on. Those guys that are doing virtual, you know, enjoy this class, doing physical is enjoying it. Madame is doing those side this thing. So, no, we want you to register this part because this one is blinking now. But this one I'm telling you is so that the online people will be able to see. So, Madam, now will come and help us. Give Madam, you should do one for us. No, we don't spoil it. You know, go again. Now, you don't press for it. You don't press for it. It's on. You put it on the hand, then you bring it back. You bring it back. Now it's not blinking. Because when you move it forward, you're telling me that I'm trying to connect to this guy. And then when you put it backward, you're saying connect. So now it will connect automatically. Is it any of it? No, it has to be this guy. It has to be left. So you push it forward, and then you let it go, and then you push it backward, you let it go. So let's try again. Put this off. Only off. So now we're starting the drone again. It's blinking. So it's on your controller. So you move it forward, and then let it go. And then you pull it backward and let it go. Okay? So now we have registered this thing to this thing here. So now if you move it go forward, you don't press all buttons, right? If you push it forward, it will actually start turning the propellers. Okay? You want to push it forward a bit? Just push it forward and then let it go. It has spoiled. Okay, it has spoiled. Pull it backward. Okay? Pull it forward. Yes. And then pull it backward. Are we on the same page? Have you somebody want to try it too? You want to try it? Come on, give it a thought. Come on, give it a push. Pull it backward and before you rub the red powder. You don't do it. Pull it backward. So you push it, pull it back. Now, those of us that know how to drive cars, the very first time you drove, when you do the ignition, the car do boom, boom, boom. You put gear. Then I will just press everything together. Do boom, and everybody area scatter. Abi. If there is a wedding going on and children are passing, people will start to gather their children. Come, this man, come back, come, Abi. We don't want that. Okay? We don't want that. We don't want you to be doing boom, boom. No. Just ease to it. Okay? You what? Ease to it. And then you ease out of it. Are we together? So it's very sensitive. So all you need to do is to okay? Because Madame that was pressing it, she just pressed the whole thing, thinking maybe after she pressed her, you will give her food. It doesn't work that way. So you just what? Ease into it and ease out of it. So you just are we together? Anyone wants to give it a try, Chairman? We're powering it down. Okay, sir. Come on, try. Let's see. Online people, what are you saying? Can you still see what we are doing, online people? So which one do you on first?
Okay, I'll power it.
Okay, so you press and hold. It's powered on. So what do you do next? You have moved about that guy now. That guy has his own power too.
Okay.
On the power.
On the power. It has no power. Okay.
Pull it back down. Push it forward. Push it backward. Are we together? Does anyone want to try too? Ladies, anyone? Are you trying to try? We're going to off it too, so that we start from the beginning.
So that we start from the beginning.
Chairman, why you go allow me? So is it on? You see 3 blue buttons. It's off, right? And so start the drone first. So what do you do next?
So I try to.
So you put it backward to off it. Bam. Okay, so turn it off, Aisha. No, it's not awful. This one you just press it like you're pressing the remote. This one is not remote. You have to. All right, Aisha, next. It's on now.
It's still blinking.
Now you need to connect now.
You have to your left hand side. No, you have to use the other hand. Left
No,
hand.
that's the right.
No,
I mean, it's still blinking.
Use left hand.
No.
But
Yes.
the controller is off now.
You've upped
No, allow her to practice so that we off it again.
Just one.
Now it's off it first. Wait. Now on it. So now you use this one here. You push it forward a bit. You push it backward again. Now it's not blinking, Abby. So now you push it a bit forward, small. I started. Pull it back. Push it forward again. Push it back. That is it. So power it down and start again from beginning. That is why this course is best for practical people and for physical classes. Bam. If you go back home now, if you go back home now today, you tell them say today they must bring drone, you go fly am. May they see. Abi? Guys, if you have siblings, the best gift you can give them for Christmas and New Year is get them a small drone they can play with. I'm being blunt with you guys. I'm being very, very honest with you guys. When my dad brought us computer to my house, I was in JS3 going to SS1. That was the best gift I've received. Till date, I'm eating money from computer. I became very familiar with the tool. I understand it. It reached to a stage whereby right now I have memorized the keyboard. I don't need to look at the keyboard to know what I'm pressing because I've lived with it for a long time. Now imagine a child that has access to this particular device and that particular child has it as a personal play tool. He can charge it, he can put new batteries, you can even buy the batteries for him. Who knows what he might become in the future? We are looking for best drone professionals in Nigeria. He said, I will do back flip, do front flip, do side flip with the drone. He said, Kai, they said, like, nobody can do it. He said, bring it and see. I've been doing it since I was 6 years old. And then you do boom, boom, turn it upside down. This guy Sabia, where is your certificate? I don't get certificate. I'm just Sabia. Say, Kai, we'll give you the job. Go do 6-month course. Then they give you certificates. So that we'll give you the full offer. Especially if na package this thing. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to say. So if you have a child or you have a cousin or that cousin, that your small nephew that is saying, Auntie, give me gift, give me chocolate, he celebrates, and then tomorrow the chocolate don't finish. Because this person will buy chocolate. Get something like this for the person. Next year it should still be there. You know, there is one guy online that is called Junior. If you ask him, he will give you the price. Let me talk to Ramsey.
For Black Friday.
Black Friday.
Or this Black Friday 29th.
Black Friday.
It's Black Friday.
Check the price there. It will give you an idea of how much it will cost in the market. Anything you see on Junior, add 20%. And go to the market. It's going to be very hard for you to see something of 19,000 and then you go to the market and they say 53,000. It's not possible. Eh? No, me under the salary before you go to say they do market. So no, you can just pick any of the devices you want. It depends on what you need actually. This one, Chairman. Eh?
403,000.
No. If you do akara for front of your house for 3 weeks, you'll buy this thing for 56. If you do akara 3 weeks every day, what do you mean? Oh, and then before you know, you say, "Is that my auntie that bought me drone that made me to become a pilot too?" That my auntie, may God bless her. In fact, make I send out 200K, which she used and brushed it. Abi, drumstick. So back to the class. Let's digress back to the class. Online people, are we together with you? Online people, are we together with you? Online people, are we together with you? We have about 10 people online. Are we together with you guys? And nobody is responding. It seems as if it's only us that are in this class. So they have gone to sleep. Oh, then day. One guy don't reply, say, we day. He carry vex reply the reply self. So, as we're saying, to start the drone, we first of all power this guy here, okay? And then we power this guy here, and then we move this forward, and then we move this backward, and then we move this forward again for it to start, and then we move it where? Backward to stop. So now, in aviation, there are the 3 rules of aviation, which I can't remember the full of them, but I know you have fly, control, and which other one? I can't remember the 3 of them.
Depends on movement. For there are 3 different axes of movement.
You have the fly, that is vertical, and then you have the horizontal. So now, if you want to fly up and come down, what do we do? I mean, all of us need to carry our eyes from here, but move and put there on top to make low, break person eye. Make we move, come this side, so that those of us align. Hey, but help us put out for that place so that everything is very far away from us. Put the drone there. Where the Aisha is in cap deep. Now you know book pass. Are we together? Are we together? Am I leaving anybody behind? So now we have started this. Okay, madam, if you come this side so that you make no fly Congo. I've powered this down. I've started it. Forward, backward. Now, if I say forward again, it will start, right? If I move it forward, it starts, and then I let it go. And then I move it forward again, it flies up. Now, ask my no mind them. Now we are not this. Are we together? Now it's off. It's blinking, right? I have put this on. I have activated it. If I move this forward, the fans will start rolling. So if I move it forward, I will let it go for the fans to start rolling, right? And if I move it forward again, it will go up. It will. If I pull it down, it will come down. If I pull it down again, it will off. Are we together? So now let's try flying up and down and see. So if I move this one forward, oh, sorry, my bad. Sorry, Aisha. Now, I use this button here, bring it down, okay? I use what? This button is called return to home, okay? On the bigger version of the drones, if your drone is on a mission is when you send the drone to go and snap pictures in certain areas, and you don't want to fly it back, you can press return to home, and then it will fly itself back to where it took off. Autopilot itself back to where it started. Okay? Okay? Up to start the fans, forward again to lift, back to bring it down, back to power it off. Okay? Help us put on there.
So the other controller you're using
is to navigate. That is the third word, navigate. Okay? So you go like this. So now, if I want to rotate, I use this button sideways. Okay? If I go sideways, if I go sideways, because forward is lift, backward is coming down, sideways is rotating this side or this side. And anti-clockwise. Yes. This same controller, this same side. So it has lift, drop, rotate. Yes. For this guy here, you have forward movement, backward movement, side, side. You press forward on this guy here. So let's go outside and increase altitude. Online people, we are sorry. You bear with us. We're going to spend like 20 minutes outside. We want to fly the drone and have a test and have a look and have a feel. And we cannot be able to take the computer along with us. So please endeavor with us. Let me take care of these guys here. Really come back.
take class, I take someone like the one guy, I take I'll do it for
All right, okay, sir. No, no, sir. All right, but people, sorry, we don't go to. We go chop rice. We chop my mic. We chop indomie. We chop the bonyaro. We tested the drone. We did flying small. We fly up. We fly down. We tested. I see the controller here now. They are saying the controller is sitting from the screen.
What?
The controller is sitting from the screen. All right, guys. So thank you very much. We're sorry that you cannot be able to participate in this particular class, which is very, very important. But so far so good. We've been able to do a lot, and we'll be able to cover a lot. Now, next week we will discuss on things like which app to install, which apps are expected to install to use this particular technology. You need to install things like weather apps like Windy. With Windy, you'll be able to see how breeze is flowing in the country or elsewhere. And then you can be able to zoom in. You can be able to see the forecast. Are you seeing how breeze, that is why we're showing in Abuja. Because breeze is not passing through Abuja again. Okay? That is why it's very, very cool in Kano and the rest. Okay? And then you can zoom into Abuja proper. Okay?
I guess maybe from Play Store.
Yes, please. Now, when you zoom into Windy proper, it becomes something like this. Okay? It becomes something like this. Are we together? And then you can actually zoom it a bit more in depth, and it starts to become something like this. So you can be able to determine what is going to happen in the next couple of hours or days, and so on and so forth. Okay? Are we together? Okay, so that is one of the apps you might need to install. I think there is Dronecast. Okay. Dronecast is a weather forecasting this thing. It gives you information about the weather, how it's going to look like. Are we together? Okay. You can be able to see the next day. Well, if you are buying the Pro, which is 39,000 yearly, 6,600 monthly. Some of them are, yeah, paid for the Pro version, but it will show you today just fine. Okay, and then it will show you which direction is the wind blowing. Okay, which direction is the wind blowing? Okay, so it will show you the compass and what have you, the wind speed, and so on and so forth. And then for the big guy there, we need to install something called DJI Pro. DJI. J for what? Which animal starts with J? Jakara. What's Jakara? Jackal. Oh. Jackal. That is one that looks like a jaguar. That looks like a dog. Jackal. And then there's jaguar. Then which other one? There's giraffe. G. I'm going back to my primary school. You need to see well. Oh, mine is not starting. I don't know what reason it has not to start. DJI allows you to control the bigger drones, that type of the Phantoms.
You said DJI.
DJI Pro. Yeah, but it's free. And then you need to install CapCut. They call it the application. CapCut. So when you do the video, you can be able to add music, you can be able to add animations and so on and so forth. Those of you online will still have 4 people that will be very, very patient. How wish I have marks to give you guys. I don't have any so far, so we'll manage. So you can use CapCut to edit the video, make it look nice, put transitions, and so on and so forth. And then once you do it, you can post it to social media. You can call it your first project in drone technology. Hey, who knows? Maybe you get hired. Maybe somebody has been eyeing, say, how can I help this person change his life? And then you just post it by first different training. See, once you get the certificate, come over. You are hired. I mean, who knows? You never can tell. Okay? All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming. I believe you've sent attendance. You have your student IDs now, right? Okay. No, everyone we give admission, I think you have this student ID. Oh? Yeah. Okay. So if you don't have any question, I think we will call the class a day. We spent 1 hour 46 minutes. Just the gist, the talk, like two. Weather is down, you know. In fact, let me even go and plug this thing. We have some other ones, but let me call the security. Let's see. Hey, this guy not coming out. Oh, see, it's coming. It's out now. Oh, yeah, Hannatu, please end the class. Thank you. Thank you guys online, the three of you that are remaining. Like I said, this class is supposed to be core practical. So I will charge the batteries.